High school horror story. It was the first day of school and I was already dreading it. I had heard so many rumors about the school, but I had no idea what I was in for. The hallways were filled with whispers and stares, and I felt a strange unease as I made my way to my first class. Little did I know, this was just the beginning of a horror story I would never forget. The weeks passed and I began to feel a sinister presence in the school. As I walked down the hallways, I would hear the faintest of whispers, and I could feel eyes watching me. I knew something wasn't right. One day, I heard a scream coming from the boys' locker room. I ran in to find a student lying in a pool of blood. He had been murdered. Fear spread through the school like wildfire. We heard rumors of a serial killer on the loose, preying on students. Everyone was on edge and no one felt safe. As the weeks passed, more bodies were found and the fear intensified. We all knew it was only a matter of time until the killer struck again. One night, I heard a knock on my window. I opened it to find a hooded figure standing there. He told me he knew who the killer was and he wanted to tell me the truth. He said the killer was a teacher at the school, someone who had been there for years. He had been murdering students one by one, and he had been doing it for a long time. I was horrified. I had been sitting in the same classroom with a murderer for months. The hooded figure told me that the only way to stop the killings was to confront the killer. I was scared, but I knew I had to do something. The next day, I followed the killer to his classroom and confronted him. As I did, he pulled out a gun. He was about to shoot me when I heard a loud gunshot from behind me. The police had arrived and the killer was arrested. It turns out, the hooded figure had called the police and saved my life. The killer was brought to justice and the nightmare was finally over. I had survived a high school horror story.